everyone? Hello, Tracy? I'm guessing it's Tracy. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Mountain Grandma. How's everyone? Gonna wait like a couple of seconds more. I had no idea what time I was going to be able to go live this morning. There's going to be a couple of change for the summer for my hours of lives. But before I get to that, I'm just going to wait a little bit. I'm going to finish my coffee. It is way too warm for coffee right now, but I wasn't able to finish it, so I'm going to finish that. So right now it's 22 degrees Celsius, feels like 25 for our American people right now. 72 feels like 77. So it is very warm, and it's supposed to get hotter this afternoon. This afternoon at noon. Soon, very soon. Within the next hour, it's going to reach 30 degrees Celsius. Fun. So a couple of changes. I'm going to wait 30 more seconds just in case I have more people live. Worst case, it's going to be on replay. So it's officially summer for us. School ended on Friday for the 3 of my kids. Today was day 1 of camp for Cedric, and camp starts at 9. So one of the changes will be Tuesday morning live. I'm hoping that I will be able to do this every Tuesday. The only thing I do not know is if I'm in like peak season, because peak season is like right around the corner. I started to have zucchini forms. Patty pans are starting to form. My cucumbers, since they were in the tunnel and it rained a lot, they need a lot of attention. I haven't been in the garden since Friday morning. It's been raining for the entire weekend. And for us, it was a long weekend. It was, no worries, Tracy. So I was, what's it called in English? Saint Jean-Baptiste weekend for us, and our neighbors and our friends and lots of people were gathering in a nearby village, and we went and celebrated Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. So that's why I did not have a live on Sunday. I was really hoping to be able to pop on, but I was having like way too much fun with the family, the friends, and all of that. So I just decided not to do a live on Sunday. So next Sunday is also Canada Day for us. So we have another long weekend. I do not know if there is celebration in our village or in our friend's village. So we'll see. Yes, smash that like button. Please. Because I'm not having lives on Sundays, and I'm changing up a little bit my schedule for the summer. YouTube does not like that, so I'm getting hit again with like my content not being pushed out again. So if you can hit that smash button, like if you can hit it, at least YouTube's going to know that you like me. So one of the changes will be Tuesday morning live. If I'm not in a hectic, if it's not like, oh my God, everything's going to die if I don't do anything, I will do a live as soon as I get back from camp. So around this time. So instead of being around 9, it's going to be around 10. For Sundays, it's going to be a last minute thing. If I have to water the garden, I'm either going to do a very short live from 7:15 to 7:45, 7:50, maybe 8 o'clock, because I can water the garden from 8 to 10. So those will be like the two changes for the lives. Last thing, it's the 30 post challenge. I am on my last week. So today we're the 25th. And I'm at day 28. Even though I missed a couple of lives, I still ended up publishing at this date 28 posts. Thursday will be my last 30 posts. So that challenge has been fun. And Thursday of last week, I started planning the month of July. So my hopes for the summer and the plan. Hello. Hope you're not too tired of celebrating Saint Jean-Baptiste Day. I know we partied like crazy, went to bed super late. The kids went to bed super late. So I'm recovering today. So my plant, there's this stupid fly that keeps bothering me ever since I've been sitting down. So you might see stuff, one fly passing by. So I'm hoping to keep my 2 lives. Like I said, there might be like small differences in time in the amount of minutes that I stay. I'm hoping to keep 1 video and 2 shorts a week. And then give you, if you've missed content or behind the scenes, or if there's anything happening cool, I will take pictures. And I am 3 weeks in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 weeks and a half in July. And I almost planned at this point 3 weeks. Almost. So I might continue to do the 30 like every single day. But for now, it looks like I will be able to continue. If it gets way too hectic, I have no idea what I'll do. Oh, my internet is not pretty good. I think one of my kids is using the internet. Hold on. Is that better? I think 2 of my kids are... oui, merci. My 2 kids jumped on the internet and I was lagging. You know how funny it is to celebrate John the Baptist, a man who never drank. Yeah, well, in Quebec, we kind of like twist celebrations and we party like a lot. Merci beaucoup. That's thank you. And ever since I can remember as kids, even with my parents, there was a celebration in our village when I grew up. And the entire village would gather in the hall. There was a hall in our village where events could happen. And there was live bands. We would dance in the streets. There was music till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was fun. There was one for Saint Jean-Baptiste, and there was one for Canada Day. There was one for the celebration of our village. And then there was other parties during the year. You know, I think that it could have been any other weekend It is the summer after all, so I think with all the stress that me and my husband has been put through and other parents that is near us, I think one weekend of letting loose our kids. So we were in a backyard and the kids had so much fun. They were in the pool. We made hot dogs. I brought Italian meatballs, and I brought canned marinara sauce with cheese. And so that was for the adults. The hot dogs were for the kids. We had like, hello, Karen. It was like, we arrived there. We had no plan for the day. The kids went in the pool practically all day. And during the night, as soon as the night went down, I brought those, what do you call them? Glow in the darks. And like I put some in every kid's neck. There were some around their ankles. They were running around. They were playing hide and seek. And they went to bed quite late that evening. I didn't see that post. Hello. Oh, hello, Karen. I don't know if I said hi. I'm just going to say it again. How's your garden? So there was fireworks for us yesterday. The kids loved it. It was super fun. Again, we gathered a lot of people, a lot of families, and we went out and we had so much fun. So this week is a week of being a good girl and taking care of two of my kids and taking care of the garden. I haven't been in my garden, like really, really paying attention. So Saturday morning, I just walked around. There was like a break in the rain. And I walked the garden and the cucumber beetles are out and I went to war with them. And after that, I just trellised a couple of tomatoes. But usually I spend in the morning at least 1 to 2 hours either weeding, trellising, cutting suckers for my indeterminate potatoes. And I have squash bugs this year. It's either squash bugs or there's another one that looks almost like it. What's it called? Stink bug? I think it's stink bugs. So I have those in my tunnel. I don't know if if the eggs came with the compost. But I've killed like at least 3, 4 this year. They're big. So they could be stink bugs. And I have all of my zucchini, melons, and cukes in the tunnel. So I'm really pissed. But sadly, I wasn't able to proof it with bugs. I think next year, there's a couple maybe of crops I'm going to drop in the spring so that I can establish a growing either temporary tunnel for my cucumber family and my squash family, like so that I can have less plants. Because now I plant 3, 4, maybe 5 times what I need in squash. So summer squash, winter squash, melons, and cucumbers. I plant at least between 3 and 5 times the amount that I need. Because between the cucumber beetles, the drought, me when I trellis them, removing the main head, by doing that, I at least have a normal crop. But if they are in a controlled environment with no bugs, instead of planting 15 summer squash plants, I could just maybe plant 5 or 6. And then I will be overloaded with zucchini, but I wouldn't have to inspect my plants 3 to 5 times a day. Now I have to go back in the tunnel. The flowers are out. There's cucumber beetles everywhere in the flowers. And it's really a pain in the butt because I have 10 plants there. And I have also 10 plants of melons. And I have 10 plants of cucumber. And I have to look in each of every little flower and remove those little high scots, remove those little beetles. At this point, they will not kill the plant. I think they killed only 1 or 2 plants at the moment. So now the cucumber beetles, I just have to be very careful for them when they are in the flower. When the flower opens, if I am lucky enough, there will be bumblebees and bees that will go from the male to the female, and I will be okay. But if there is rain, like I had for the past 2-3 days, if the flowers open and there's no one to pollinate, well then the cucumber beetles will kill that flower because of their bacterial. There's something about them that they just propagate bacterial everywhere. So once the plant has reached maturity, I know that I will have some stuff. But I found my first egg of not squash bug, vine borers. Usually I have vine borers in July, the first week of July. I already found one egg, and I haven't inspected any of my plants. So usually the last week of June, which is now, I inspect every single plant for eggs, and I kill the eggs. But I sadly lose between 30 and 50% of my plants because there's places I can't see them, and the vine borers kill. Those are like the final kill of my squash family. And if I'm really unlucky, the squash bugs finishes the rest. So that's why I have like multiple waves of cucumbers, multiple waves of summer squash, because they just kill it. But if I did have a tunnel that was literally protected, the only way in would be a door. That would be netting, like netting from a regular window. No bugs would go in at all. So that means I would have to find cucumbers that are for greenhouses and manually pollinate my squash, my summer squash, and my melons. Or I could probably find hybrids that are made for tunnels. I could maybe look for that. I'm probably sure it exists. But like only manually, like 5 to 10 plants to hand pollinate is not that much work compared to me going to each individual plant and analyzing if there's eggs. So it would be less work. The only work would be to establish the tunnel. But now I cannot use the greenhouse anymore because there's probably going to be either vine borers that's going to, I don't know if you guys know what vine borers are. So it's like a moth that lays eggs, and then the egg is like a little larva. The larva becomes a white worm, bores inside the summer squash and the winter squash, and then gets bigger, and is about this long. And at the end of the season, that worm goes into the soil and forms a cocoon. The cocoon survives the winter, and then the next year the cocoon hatches and becomes the moth. So if I have summer squash in the tunnel, I will have larvae of squash bugs. Larvae of vine borers. So that means in the tunnel, I will not be able to plant anything squash for the next 2 to 3 years. So that means if I want to protect my squash, melons, and cucumbers next year, I have to build a temporary structure either in the main garden in the back, or convert one of my raised beds into a dome that I can. Now my raised beds are being converted into 3 feet by 16 feet instead of 4 feet by 15. So I can maybe come up with like a dome that I can flip open and a dome that I can put back, like those hot tunnels that they do. Maybe I could do that. In a 16 feet bed, I can probably fit at least 7 to 10 squash plants, but I wouldn't be able to put any cukes or melons unless I only sow sugar baby dwarf melons. Those don't go that far. And I found a cucumber that is called Space Saver. That does not require too much staking. I think it only grows 3 feet. So I could make it work, but that means I would have to create like a little dome that's at least 3 feet tall. But like, I'm going to have to brainstorm it all year, like all summer long. Hi, Mardi. I didn't see Tammy. Where's Tammy? Oh, no. Wait. Tammy. Is it Tammy from Rebel Counter or Tammy Mountain Grandma? Hello, Scott. Ooh, num num. Good morning. You're in a thunderstorm. We're supposed to have a thunderstorm tomorrow. That's what my husband said. Yeah, it's supposed to, oh, no, it changed again. It's 40% tomorrow. So today I have to go I have to assess everything that needs to get done. Usually I do this on Monday. I go outside and like I make a list of everything that needs to get done. So today is going to be like a very, very, very hectic day. I have a lot of appointments this week. A lot of stuff to do. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Yep, please do that if you can. You know, I used to love like 25, 26, 27. I found it warm. It was fun until I started working in the garden and in the tunnel. I would prefer 22, 23 and the humidex on top of that so that it maybe gets to 28. But 28 plus the humidex, that's hard. That's really hard. Last week here, we reached records again. It was over 40. I wasn't even able to go outside. So I went multiple times during the day to give out water to my chickens. And just going outside, I was drenched. I had to trellis a couple of cucumbers and tomatoes. And I started working outside. I worked an hour outside. It's like if I took a shower. No worries. No worries. So I was just outside now, just before the live, to give out water to the chickens. Same thing. It's like going to be a sticky day. So, and I'm told that this summer it's going to be like that all summer long. Very hot, very humid, and then rain. Similar to last year. Last year it was rain, humidity, very high temperatures, and I probably will start to have to get up earlier in the morning to go work before the kids are off to day camp. Yeah, it was windy yesterday. No, Sunday night for us was windy. If it was too windy here, we wouldn't able to have fireworks. Yesterday was okay. It was slightly hot, but not hot to be like disgusting and not be able to handle the heat. The kids were playing in like, what do you call them? Like bouncing stuff that are inflated. Cedric was all like sweaty, all wet, and Philip also. There was like life-size soccer pool, life-size Connect 4, What else was there? There was I don't know what it's called. It's a football mixed with bowling. And there was another one. Jenga lifestyle. That was fun. And there was another one that it was like a bean bag. You would throw it in you had threes, and we were playing. I was throwing from across, and I had to hit a bullseye. But like just moving around was like sticky. So thank God it was not too hot yesterday. So I think my ideal temperature would be like max 29, like 27, 28. Slightly shady, but my plants enjoy the sun, so I have to deal with it. Oh, before I forget, does anyone need a shout out? Usually on Tuesday I do Share It Tuesdays. I normally do this early on in the live in case someone watches this on a replay. Does anyone needs a shout out? So I can add the link to the God, I'm losing my English. In the comment section. My kids are upstairs. I hope you guys don't hear them fighting. Well, fighting. Argumenting. Anyone needs a shout out, let me know. If not, this is a channel that many homesteaders, No Borders homesteaders, gather together to do a podcast. Normally, now it's our high season, so not as much. Normally, we film on Tuesdays, and we publish a couple of times. I've been part of it on a certain occasion. Marilyn from Little Homestead by the Beach is also on it. There is Tracy, Tihan One for One Homestead, Darren from Thorhaven Farm, Remy, Rem's family, Angie, Me and You Acres, I know I'm forgetting someone. Tracy, Darren, Remy, Angie, Patrick Cuss. I think, did I forget anyone, Tracy? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. So, I don't know if I'll be recording tonight. It all depends on the kids. They are on vacation, and I try to spend as much time as I can with them. Usually we go to the library on Tuesday. I'm giving them a challenge. My two boys have a hard time with reading. Cedric has a very severe language issue, so reading is not something he can do. And Philip has a blockage that we're trying to figure out. He has a hard time reading and write. So I'm trying to challenge them to, I read for 20 minutes and they listen, and I'm going to ask them a question. And every time they read 20 minutes, I'm going to check a box. And I've started to create a Canva for them. If you're a mom, and this is some, or dad, and is this something you want to do, I went on Canva and I just did this. Oh, wait. I modified an existing template, and this is what I'll be doing. So Emilia, this is the one I made for Emilia. She wanted sunflowers and books, and there's something in behind. So I need to fix my color printer. And every time they're going to reach a level, they're going to get something. That's where I'm at right now. And when they reach 100 times 20 minutes, there's going to be a bigger prize. So Tuesday, I don't know if I'll be there tonight. It all depends. I went to the library last week, so I shouldn't need to go. But it all depends. Like Tracy said, it's family first. I can't split myself in half. I haven't got the knowledge yet. So if no one needs a shout out, Tracy, your moderator, can you add the channel link, please, if anyone wants to go check it out? Yogi Hollow Farm and I have a live today at 11 a.m. Okay, sure. Is it on your channel? Is it scheduled? Hello, Marilyn. Okay, so let me go check. Meow and Grandma. Okay. Live. No, hold on. I'm not doing it properly. That first, then live. Upcoming. Okay, so I think I can I share this? Let's do that. Copy. Okay, tell me if this is right. Yeah, it is. It's real life for kids. Yeah, I have them all week. They wanted to stay with me all week. They're friends. They're not going the first week of day camp, so they asked me if they could stay. I said, fine. Yeah, lifesaver time. Okay, so I shared it. Let me know if it's fine. Yes, it is. It is education. Emilia is mainly because she is a slow reader and she's going to be in 6th grade next year. And there's going to be evaluations from the government, and she's going to have a certain amount of time. And if she does not complete the exam because lack of time, they will fail her. So when she does her exams right now, she does not require special attention, but she is a slow reader. So let's just say it takes you 20 seconds to read a question. For her, it's going to take her maybe a minute. And then she needs to understand the question. And then when she's understood the question, she does the evaluation. And then let's just say it takes you 3 minutes to do it. It takes her at least 2 to 3 times longer. So she has good grades. It's just she's slower. But because she is not considered a special need child, they will not provide her with extra time for the government evaluations, which worries me a lot, stresses me a lot, because she shouldn't be failed because she didn't perform in 3 hours. That's like one of the dummiest things that I find being a parent. I had those evaluations when I was young. I was stressed like there was no tomorrows because they were always teaching us, oh, you only have 2 to 3 hours. No, I think in high school it was 3 hours. I think in I have to cut the camera. The dogs are going to bark. Hold on. Had a kid in front of the house that was picking up his ball. I didn't want Luna to bark. So yeah, I find it completely ridiculous that they request the kids to do an evaluation in 2 hours, and what is it gonna teach them? Like, you need to perform under stress. They can do that when they're adults, performing under stress, or in CJEP, or in college, or if they want to become a doctor, a nurse. But they're way too young to be put under those types of pressure. The teacher kept telling me that reading will help her. So I'm trying really, really hard to keep her reading all summer long. As for my sons, since reading and writing is an issue, I can somewhat consider it as teachings, because I can take a piece of paper, have a text, and I can go and say, okay, what's this letter? What's this number? And then go, where did the lady go to the restaurant or to the bathroom? And like somewhat do some teachings, but I don't want them to feel the pressure that they had during the school year. You're welcome. Definitely. Like, I understand the certain part of it, because there's certain part of, because her evaluation is going to be math, French, and English. Yeah, English. There's 3 exams. I understand. Like, it's normal for them to go through a certain evaluation and perform in 3 of the basics needs. So I keep telling my kids, if you understand the concept of your language, if your language is English, good. If your language is French, awesome. If you understand the basic of those 2 languages, French and English, and you can read and write in both of their languages, fine. That's what we need. There's no competition. There's no need to read a text at your job. Like, there shouldn't be a competition in that. But in the world that we live in, 20 miles per second, they're teaching our kids to be so stressed and overwhelmed before they even reach high school. But high school is a lion's den, so they need to be prepared. But the other part I don't understand is we have proven on so many levels that it does not work. It probably did work prior, maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago, but it is completely transparent at the moment. Being a special need mom with 2 kids that have special needs, and I am in the system. Like, I'm seeing the lack, I'm seeing the struggles, I'm speaking with these teachers, and they're vulnerable, and there's moments that they're vulnerable with the parents. I will never ever walk over a teacher, ever. I have so much respect for them. Every teacher that my boys had, they poured their heart out, maybe a part of their soul, to each of our kids. So I know that they're doing, well, the ones that I have. I can't speak for the others because, like, I wasn't involved with them. But the ones that I had, even my daughter, I had a love-hate situation with my daughter's teacher this year because I found her too rough. She was like tough love type of personality. But now that the school year's over and I started to warm up to this lady, I kind of enjoy her way of education. It was like a learning curve for me to get to understand her, but she was preparing Emilia to go into 6th grade. The other teacher was a bit less strict, and I think Emilia needed that to go into 6th grade. But there's so many things that we found on so many levels that does not work anymore, but they still do it. They do their best. Seriously, they do their best. They are some. I can't speak for those because I'm really thankful. I know that my children are blessed. Every year during the summer, I always do a prayer. Please put a teacher for my kids that they need. Put my kid in a class with a teacher that will make a difference. Because like the system is broken. And Philip was sadly part of a broken system. And next year, he's going to change school again. So it's going to be another adaptation for Philip. But the teacher was amazing with Philip. She did everything she could. But sadly, because of the system, Philip is not doing better. And he's going to be 11 next year. I strongly disagree with the cookie cutter way public. Yeah. Sadly, I can't bring my 2 boys into private school. They don't qualify. But I am looking. I'm trying to explain in English. So the unschooling community and the homeschooling community has a lot of curriculum that would be made for my son Philip. So I'm looking for a subscription box that I will receive. Sorry about that. Philip's quite excited. That I would receive something by the mail, English or French or bilingual, I wouldn't mind, that would have like small text about history, geography, building something, a text in French, a text in English, and instructions to build something. So, example, I saw a homeschooler in Alaska that, it's a religious homeschooling thing. And one of the boxes she received, her curriculum she received was a bird box. So there was, in her flyer, they were talking about a certain type of birds, the migration, and then the kid build the box. So I was looking for something like that for Philip, but it seems that it does not exist here unless you are a homeschooling. There's no subscription box that would give me that. I would have to, there is a magazine that I could order for him for his group of age that would come every month. There is text articles. Sometimes there's like fun arts and craft, but I need to go to the store or order them online. So if I can't find anything, I think I'm going to sit down with Philip and ask him certain things he would like to do. Maybe I should just do it myself. Maybe there's a reason I'm not finding it. Maybe it's something I have to create. And I don't know if I share it, maybe people will want to know more. I agree with you, Tracy. Teachers are teaching for the test, not. Yeah. There is something I used to do as a child and as a young adult when I had an exam. I used to open my skull and dump everything in my brain. And I would study, and know everything by heart. And as soon as I left that room, it was Control, Alt, Delete. There was nothing left at all because my brain, it was like overstimulated, and it would probably take, when I was in high school, it probably took me the entire summer just to recuperate mentally from the load of the knowledge we had to put in our skull. Certain things did stay. Like there's certain things in geography that stayed, certain things in history that stayed. Science, it was not my cup of tea, so I don't really remember. Um, I learned how to identify tree in high school, and I think I was in secondary 1 or secondary 2, so that would be 8th grade or ninth grade. I can only recognize groups. So I know that cedar. I know cedar. Cedar is easy. The rest, pine, white. I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. But in my exam, I was shown a leaf, a branch, and I had to identify them. But because like I brain dumped everything in my mind, and then I just went Control Alt Delete. I can't. I no longer can identify them. There is the sugar tree, maple tree. There are many varieties of maple, but there's only one that provides maple syrup. I can't, and like I know that it is a. I knew that I had that in my backyard, but it's Fred that told me that there was sap coming out of the tree. I know that at the school, one of the schools that my children go, there is another, but that one has red leaves. That one has a specific name. I know it does not provide maple syrup, but I forgot the rest. So I never saw the use of by heart. Technically, now there's certain schools that are changing up. I did speak to a teenager. She said that she was entitled to have one piece of paper with notes. That fly is really annoying. So she wrote really, really small. She had a coat color. I would prefer that. You're entitled to have one piece of paper with notes, and then it's your responsibility to build those notes, and color code it and make it your own. But by heart, I have a hard time with that. Teachers do their best, but most are trained for, yeah. Well, they don't really have a choice. The system is built that way. And it's not uncommon now that teachers. So after speaking to so many teachers and them being open about their struggles, because I don't know if they feel that if they talk to me, they know that I will not go back and turn and say something to the school, because we've created a bond after almost a year being working with our kids. But the way that our system works is a teacher does not have a permanent job. Every August, unless you've been I can't remember if it's 10 years or 15 years. I think it's 10 years. Once you've reached 10 year in our educational system, you have a permanent place. Every year at the end of the year, I talk to the teachers that my kids are involved, and I always ask them, so next year, like, are you back at the school? And, I ask them, what their plan. We've been working with our kids for the entire year with them, so we kind of build this type of relationship. And my heart went out to so many teachers. There was one good one that she was year 2. It was her second year as a teacher, and she had to leave from our school because another was coming back. She was on a leave for so many years, and after that leave, she was coming back to her post, which I understand. The lady that went on a 2-3 year leave is able to come back. I understand. She deserved her job because, she's in the system. But the lady that was there, she was gold. Literally, my heart was broken when she told me, I don't know if I have a job next year. And I will only know 2 weeks before school starts where I will be. And then I saw her during the summer because she does live nearby. And she's like, The only way I was able to work full time is I took 3 contracts. So she took 3 contracts, 3 different school. She was there 2-3 months one place, 2-3 months another place, 2-3 months another place. And then the year after that, she still did not have a post. She had to apply for different maternity leaves or whatever leaves. And until she is up to 10 years, she will maybe never ever get a permanent position. So Emilia started school 6 years ago, and the teachers that were there when she was in kindergarten, they changed the teachers so much. But now after like 6 years, when I spoke to Cedric's kindergarten teacher, she's like, finally the team has reached that 10-year mark and we'll come back year after year after year. We finally reached that point. I was like, oh my God, that's so stressful. Like, you don't know where you will be before like 2 weeks before you start as a teacher. That's so stressful. Like, you apply to certain in the area. There's a couple of schools in the area, but you will only know 2 weeks before. That is beyond stressful. I don't know how they do it. Like, a teacher should have a position and be able to work it over the years. The more you do a year, the more you feel comfortable doing it. The more you are attached to your position, the more you can bring in, the more you grow into being a kindergarten teacher, the more knowledge you acquire. The more knowledge you acquire, the more passionate you become. But no, they push them around and move them around. So I find it like so weird. I don't know if it's like that all over the place, but every year at the end of the year, I speak to each of the teachers and like I thank them for their dedication, their devotion, their passion, their patience with me and with the kids, because, you know, there's days that I have my moments and I'm aggravated for X reason, and they're patient with me, patient with my child. And it feels at the end of the season, well, at the end of the year, I keep saying to them, enjoy your vacation. I hope you get to rest. They have 6 weeks. I think that's it. 6 weeks off, because they're working this week. They have 4 days this week, and they're back the week before my children. So my children start school on the 29th of August. So that means they start the week of the 19th. So I think they only have 6 weeks off. But in that 6 weeks, they still work, because it takes a long time to organize a school year. The older the children are. Everyone in school systems are stressed. So I think by finding or creating something, I don't know if I would be able to do it for the 3 kids. Depends. Maybe in the fall, when the season goes down, maybe I can do something. But I'll start with Philip. Is anyone still here? I see 4 people. Do I still have people watching me, or I'm blabbering alone? Like a loony bin. Oh, now the coffee's cold. Yay! I'm not alone. I'm not chatting alone. Tuesdays, I'm always scared that I'm talking alone, because I know some of you guys are very, like, so sweet, and you open the session and you just listen. Well, listen to me. Yay! I'm not alone. I'm not chatting alone. But I will have to go soon. I have to go. It's dirty. So being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we were not really home. You should see the pile of dishes I have to do. Oh my God. It's like Mount Everest of dishes, but with the Peace Tower problem. So I have like this mountain of dishes, but it kind of goes like sideways. So I filled the dishwasher this morning with part of the Mount Everest, and then I'm going to empty that and then fill it again and probably empty that and then have maybe another load. So I'm trying to hide the kitchen, hide the kitchen a little bit so that you don't see it. So yeah. I don't know if anyone feels me on this. I've been wanting to do this every year, and I think every year I feel like a terrible person. I want to go compostable plates over the summer. I don't know if anyone feels me on this. I know Annie from Mama Homemade every year goes through that same phase. She does not have a dishwasher, and she has 6 kids. And every year I keep telling her, maybe we should. We should. Maybe we should. There's so many dishes. Oh my God. So I normally have like this for water. I wash it like every day, every 2 days. But the kids, oh my God, they dirty so many dishes. It's ridiculous how many dishes they dirty. And if I put them bamboo cutlery, they may not waste so much, might not like take like 5 spoons. They might just understand that it takes a while to wash dishes. But I am not, unless someone can give me a link or something, I do not find like 100 plates. I can't find 100 plates. Like it's normally like 20 plates. And that would be like just like maybe for a week, not even. Because I would use regular cutlery and regular plates because I'm alone during the summer for dinner. So it would be like just one dish. But when I cook for dinner, there's at least 5 to 10 stuff to clean. And like the gajillion, bazillion cups and cutlery. No worry. Have a good day. I'm going to go also. I'm just waiting for... I wanted to pass the 1 hour mark because, again, my watch time has went down and it is so down right now and I'm always worried. So at least I wanted to reach 1 hour mark because I did not do a live on Sunday. And if I don't do another live next Sunday, I'm going to lose a lot again. So again, I'm going to ask you if you have 10 minutes to give me to watch a video completely and do a thumbs up for me. And if you have time to do a comment, that would help me out a lot. I don't understand what's going on with my stats. My watch time is so low. I don't get it. Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm at 3791. 3,791. I still have 200 and something to go before I hit 4K. That would be nice. That would be nice to hit 4K by the end of the summer. Yeah, it would be nice. Soon. It is pretty close. It would be a fun milestone to hit by the end of the summer. So I'm going to put that out there to whomever is listening. It would be nice to have 4K by the end of the summer. So everyone, I just hit the 1 hour mark and I have loads to do. So I'm going to chat with you guys next week. I'm hoping to be able to do a live on Sunday. If not, I'm going to keep Tuesday morning just a little later. And I have my video is already filmed, uploaded, and ready for you guys this week. And it's kind of like episode following what I did last week. Have a great day. Thanks for popping by. Everyone have a fantastic week. I hope you enjoyed this week's video or last week's video. If you haven't watched it, take I think it's like 12 minutes long if you can watch it. It's basil and garlic scape. And the next few video is around garlic scapes. An open collaboration, summer of salads. And I hope you'll consider. Sure, no worries. Send me the link or the info by mail. Right. I'm guessing you're doing this in July. Have a great day. If you're doing this in July, I still have some content I did not create for July. If it's in August, I have nothing yet. But okay, so it's an open collaboration, like you're not sending out an email. I'm going to write it down. Oh, my pen doesn't work. Okay, all my kids used my pencil. They don't work. They just put it. So Mountain Grandma. Summer of salads. Video, and it's from now through August. Okay. So there's no hashtag. Absolutely. There is a salad I've been dying to try. It's... Should I say it? I don't know if I should, because I could maybe do that one. Okay, summer of salads. With an S. Okay. So there is a watermelon feta that I've been... this fly is driving me crazy, that I really wanted to try. It's there's strawberries, there's watermelon, and there's something else. I think spinach. No. I've been seeing it all over the media because, like, down south, everyone is like starting to harvest melons like all over the place. I've been wanting to make a restaurant quality salad, so this is helping. Yeah, the feta. We love feta here. So anything with feta, watermelon. I think there's mint also in there. So I'm gonna think of something, come up with something. I'm not gonna be able to watch a video, probably not this week, but I did take a note to watch the video for more information. Tag me when you do it all. Add your video. Okay. I wrote everything down. That's an awesome collaboration. Because usually during the summer, we're not really supposed to eat anything warm. We're supposed to eat colder foods to regulate our temperature. If it's like 40 degrees Celsius outside and we're eating like a hot meal, we're just making ourselves even hotter. So salads is definitely something that I wanted to explore. But I have to agree with Marilyn. Potato, cheese, and sauce is a good salad. It would be a very tasteful salad. Awesome. Well, I'm going to have to let you go. Thanks for inviting me. And I will chat with you guys later. Take care. Bye.